What happens to the other books that you are working on while your stuff's getting published? My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. So Kate specifically asked this on a video in which I was talking about like a 3 book deal and how it pays out over the course of 4 years. And she's like, okay, but what if I'm writing other things during these 4 years? Does that publisher automatically pick those books up? And it depends. You are likely to have something in your contract called an option book in which your publisher says that they have the right of first refusal for the next thing that you write, and there will be some limitations on what that thing is that they're able to look at. You and your literary agent should negotiate this and make sure that you are comfortable with turning over whatever your next book shaped thing is to this publisher within these limitations. They will have an amount of time that they are allowed to review it for, and then they say, yes, we do want to publish this, and then you move forward with a new contract, or they say, no, we're not going to publish this. That was the first refusal, and you are now allowed to go shop that book more broadly. You might be under a bigger contract. You might have signed something else during the time that you are publishing these books. There are often overlapping contracts. If you are selling really well or generating a ton of buzz, the publisher might lock you in for another contract. There are some famous ones out there, or like some well-known ones before, like Brandon Sanderson, Lee Bardugo, John Scalzi, Victoria Schwab, in which it's like, we've got them for their next 8 books, 10 books, 15 books, the next 15 years of their lives and $12 million. And so they've got these huge contracts where they're saying, like, you're writing good stuff. You're connecting with our audience. We know how to sell the stuff that you're writing. Let's lock this in and make sure that we have a good working relationship for the foreseeable future. But that's not always the case. Lots of authors have books out with multiple different publishers. Sometimes it's because they had a bad experience with a publisher and they want to move somewhere else. Sometimes it's because this project isn't a good fit for that publisher for a variety of reasons. Sometimes that old publisher shut down. Sometimes the publisher just says, you know what, we don't have room in the budget for this, and we think it's going to be a better fit and it's going to be more successful somewhere else. You're welcome to go take it someplace else. Sometimes the author never writes anything that fits underneath that original umbrella. So they sold an adult horror novel, and every other idea that they have in their head is for middle grade children's books. And so they can't sell it to the adult horror imprint that they originally sold to. And so their books go someplace else. Having multiple publishers is not a red flag. This is totally normal within this industry, but also having all of your books at the same publisher is not necessarily a problem either. It just means that you found a good working relationship early on and you both wanted to continue exploiting that relationship.